go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up. Can't put on no show. You fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up.
Run the track.
Right, guys, big up everybody. We're here, we're back, we're live. 5 more days left and the season is over, and we can go straight into transfer season, straight into outgoing season. That's what we're going to call it, because there's not going to be any incomings, not yet. I'd be surprised if we see anyone other than Nkuku and Malo Gusto come in before July. It's all going to be about the outgoings, but there is news updates on Ruben. There's Kovacic updates. There is Mason Mount updates, but it's the same shit. And everyone's going to keep crying about it, but it's like, whatever. That's the bigger deadline, though. I know there's 1 week left until the season's done and we can all relax. There's 1 month left before this Mason Mount saga is over. And we can just finally move on. All the simps can cry into their Mason Mount shirts and then bin it. Or they can buy themselves a Mount Arsenal shirt and cry into that too. Hell, fuck off with him. That would be a great start. That would be a great start. Johnny made a whole 33-minute vid. Oh, dear. The collapse this guy's going to have when Mount leaves is going to be football media heritage, bro. I was going to say football heritage, but no. This is football fan cam heritage. I cannot wait for the day Mount leaves just because I will be locked into Minerals FC no matter what. Big up to Johnny, though. You don't chat to me no more, but it's still no hate on my end. And yeah, let's see what everybody's saying. Like, I know I've been late to stream. I'm sorry. Leg day just went for fucking ages. That's it. I won't lie to you lot. I won't be live for too long, though, so I'm going to breeze through all the topics and then send the link out to the panel because I got to be live on Never a Foul with Matisse at 5:30. We're doing a United-Chelsea preview. That's not going to be the shortest preview on earth. Like, what are we going to talk about? Hey, congratulations on the 3 points. End of. I might end up going to Manchester. I won't lie to you lot. Because Alex has now found travel. And I want to see how much the travel is. If the travel's cheap, I might just say fuck it. If it's not, I'll be here. But let me see what everyone's saying. Still need to find Darko. I haven't heard from Darko in a minute. Maybe he's just not had any updates. Like, I rate people who don't talk waffle when they don't have updates. So if he hasn't said anything because of that, more power to him. Big up to Fraser. Big up to Gabman. Like he said, hit the like button. Subscribe on your way in, people. Had to leave that beatdown Gunners giving to Terry on the... Oh, mad. I didn't deep straight faxes on now. I'm going to have to give that a watch later. Lateness is greatness, and that this is taking the mic. Apologies, people. Apologies. My bad. I didn't think it was going to take that long, but it did. It is what it is. Big up Joey. Big up DG. Big up Talinia. Big up Remus. May next season be blessed. Yes, I will spend the whole summer praying for Chelsea because I can't deal with another season of this shit. Big facts. I'll henceforth refer to journalists as pigs because they're always in the mud. Fucking mad. Big up Keyshawn. Big up Bloke. Hope we get Osimhen. We're not going to get Osimhen. Realistically, our targets are Lautaro Martinez, Vlahovic, like we're going to discuss in a little bit, or Lukaku. Tony's banned till January, unless you're willing to firm that. He's not really in the running. Osimhen's straight too expensive. 150 million for him, like, that's too much, personally. I'd rather wait a year for Osimhen and get him half the price. 150 million for him makes no sense. They'll probably up it if you try getting too close to that. Bad Bunny to miss 4 months. Bad Bunny. Oh my gosh. Now he's back soon and miracles happen. Yeah, apparently he'll be back before the next season starts, which is even better for us. But there's not really much to speak about with Badiashile. He won't be playing until maybe pre-season. There's like 2 games left. Oh well. Have a rest. Enjoy your summer holiday. That's the way I see it. Enjoy your summer holiday. A 33-minute video on Mason Mount. I was this close to recording a Mount video today, to be fair. Just talking about why people are talking about him so much. But then I just deeped, you're kind of contradicting yourself. Why are people talking about Mount? Well, you're talking about Mount. So I'm leaving it. I can't be bothered. Give me an actual fucking Mason Mount update and I will talk about Mount. Until then, I don't care. Hey, oh yeah, big up my guy. Big up Jack. Harris says, who's missing a 1v1 chance on Thursday? Probably Sterling or Havertz or both. I don't even know who's... it doesn't matter. Why am I acting like it matters? It don't mean anything. Why are there no Havertz things? I don't know. I'm waiting. I am patiently waiting, brother. Patiently waiting. Lewis, you're the type that booed Havertz when he scored in the Champions League final since you have an agenda, mate. That don't even make sense. Whatever. Come back to me when you can formulate a sentence properly, brother. Big up British Patriot. Big up Lucas. Big up Bobby. Big up Keeman saying you gotta love Havertz bingo. We actually didn't complete it because we didn't get a big chance missed. Maybe we'll complete it on Thursday. Let me go through this Vlahovic thing quickly because there was a couple of points on it. Back on Sunday before the City game, it was reported by Julian Lawrence that Chelsea have made Vlahovic their #1 target for the summer and have made an €80 million offer for the Juve striker. But the Juve director came out with this. If I pull it up on the big screen. There you go. I can say that Vlahovic is not for sale. We're so happy of his commitment and we trust him for the future. And Chelsea have not submitted any bid for Vlahovic. This is my thing. Like, I think we're interested in him. And Fabrizio said as well, he is one of the strikers we admire. But I don't think he's a #1 target for us, especially now it's been proven that it's bollocks that we put a bid for him. So now I don't believe that he's our #1 target either. But I do believe he's a target, and I think he's one of the realistic ones. From what I'm reading, Juve don't use him the right way, and he's a bit more of a centre forward. I've seen bits and pieces of his link-up play, and it looks good. He's a physical striker and a good finisher as well. So I'm not really against it. I do see people looking a bit weird at the £80 million price tag, although it is euros. And like, if we're talking about pounds, that's about 65, 70 million pounds. And I feel like that's the amount that you're paying if you're going to pay for a top tier striker. So it depends on whether you want to make the plunge on Vlahovic or not. He did well in Fiorentina, hasn't done that well in Juve. I feel like Lautaro Martinez is a little bit more consistent because he continuously bags 20 goals a season in Serie A, whereas Vlahovic, I think he did that for Fiorentina, but he's not really doing it for Juventus. I know he's on 10 league goals this season, which isn't really the most impressive. But I'm not completely against it. I've seen people talking about him like he's a bum, and I don't think he's one of those strikers. I actually think he does pretty well with us. In a team that dominates the ball, I think he's a little bit better off. But yeah, I get why people are looking a little bit iffy on the price tag. Let me know what you guys are saying. Let me know you guys' thoughts on Dusan Vlahovic to Chelsea. I don't think it's a terrible move, but I wouldn't pay too much for him. I wouldn't pay too much. This isn't a sort of transfer I'd break the bank for. What else everyone's saying? Lewis asked Batista, never a foul. Can you bro, if I'm asking anybody for that, it's Robbie. And also, respectfully, Robbie can ask me. Like, I'm not the sort of guy to go and beg to be on another man's channel, innit? Like, if you want me, I will be there. If you don't want me, I'm chill. I'll go to the game. I'm fine. Regardless, I'm going to have a good weekend, whether I'm in a studio or whether I'm at the game. So, yeah, I don't do that beggy thing. I don't know why I haven't been on all season, but I'm not asking questions. It's not that deep to me. Big up to yourself, Harrison, anyway, though. Big up, brother. I said Morata's better than Vlahovic. Is he? I mean, I haven't watched Morata for years, but like I have a lot of PTSD from his time at Chelsea. So I don't know. No way we bid for anyone before even making a sale. That makes a lot of sense as well. That makes Evan Ferguson. He's just signed like a 3-4 year deal. He's not going anywhere right now, and he shouldn't. Stay at Brighton. Keep developing. Keep doing your thing. You don't need to move just yet. He's in the perfect position for himself and for his development right now. Percy don't want Vlahovic. Josh, you see it. He's a beast. I think he's a good striker. I don't really look at the whole season he's had with Juventus and think washed, dead baller. No, he was at Fiorentina, a much worse team, absolutely balling out. I think he's just in the wrong system at Juve, personally. But that also means you can't really take too much of a risk with him. Plus, I get as Chelsea fans, we all have heavy PTSD with strikers. Our idea when we look at a striker is if we're going to pay big bucks for one, it has to be the perfect striker because we've been burnt too many times. And I fully understand that. But I don't think Vlahovic is a bum. I don't think he's a bum. What about Jonathan David from Lille? I haven't really looked at it too much. Haven't looked at him too much. Why is everyone hating on Babs? Because when people don't like your football take, they'll just go for your looks or they'll try and do something low. And it's peak for Babs. Babs has been losing hella weight the last year or two. Like, that guy is slim. He ain't big no more. That guy is slim. But people still want to corner him with old pictures and edited pictures and shit. Fair play to him for just keeping strong for it all because, shit, that guy gets cornered for no reason. No reason. What else is everybody saying? Isn't Vlahovic left-footed? Lukaku, bro, we don't need to be like anti-left-footed strikers just because we've had Lukaku and Havertz. Like, that don't mean anything. They're just two bums. And hell, even Lukaku isn't really that much of a bum. It's just people don't want to have that conversation, and that's fine. I will appreciate that, but still, he ain't a bum. He ain't a bum. I'll be happy with Vlahovic. He's just not my first choice. Fair enough. I don't think he's a lot of people's first choices, but I do think he's a good striker. I think he's physical. I think he's got good link-up play, and he's a good finisher. Like, those are a lot of traits that could help you do really well in the Premier League. He's a lot more mobile than a Lukaku, for example, and a lot more technically sound as well. He's not a bad striker. Not a bad striker. Josh, I love it, though. You see it. You see it. Tammy has the same GNA as him, just saying. How many big chances missed, though? How many big chances missed? You clearly don't watch him play. I never said I did. I've watched bits and pieces of him. I haven't watched a lot of Vlahovic. A lot of what I'm seeing is like little bits and pieces that I've seen of him and stuff other people have said about the player as well. That's why, like, I'd rather have a discussion with you, man, and see how you're feeling about it. People rate Louis. No one rates that prick over Babs. No one rates that. Lukaku is a bum. Move on, bro. Yeah, but like we need to move on from him, but we can't. So we do have to address him while he's here. And like, if we're gonna say Lukaku's a bum, hasn't he got more GNA than Tammy this season? Let me know, because if we're gonna do this Tammy prop and Lukaku's got more GNA than him, then if I speak. Saka got 300k for sure. Mount is leaving. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I couldn't care less. Really and truly, Saka hasn't done anything to deserve that contract either. If we're going to be brutally honest about it. The only reason why he's got that contract is because he's worth that much to Arsenal. And Arsenal have been burnt enough times not renewing contracts for their key players. So they have to keep him. But let's not try and compare how important Saka is to Arsenal and compare it to how Mount is to Chelsea, because it's not the same. Saka is one of Arsenal's key players. They call him literally Starboy Saka and all of that. Mount, he doesn't start and you don't see a difference. Hell, you could debate we play better without him. So, we don't need to do those comparisons. Rather have Havertz of... Yeah, whatever. By the way, Lewis, who reported the Caicedo news? That was Simon Phillips. Let me pull that up. Chelsea have placed Caicedo as their number one priority for midfield this summer. This has been approved by the decision makers and Poch. Chelsea want Caicedo and will move for him very soon, and they have had positive dealings with Brighton throughout. Interesting to see how much they priced him up for, because he just signed a new contract in January. But the one thing that sticks out to me is that Simon Phillips ain't talking about Rice. It's usually a first. He always seems to say that Rice is our number one target. That's the only thing that's made this a little bit more intriguing. I'd love us to bring in Caicedo. What a fucking baller, bruv. But we'll have to see, because there's other midfielders we're linked with too. There's Ugarte, there's Lavia, there's Kone as well. Big up Monts in the comment section, my guy. Big up, and apologies in advance because we are not helping your top four hopes. Although then again, you guys kind of fucked it on Saturday, didn't you? Anyway, good to see you, my brother. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, that, and you know what? Where's that guy in the comments? Who said that? That's probably why. Because that's our confirmation that Declan Rice is not going to Chelsea and he's probably going to Arsenal. And again, oh dear, someone cry me a fucking river. All these men with 3 years of Declan Rice prop, and he's going to be wearing an Arsenal shirt with Mason Mount. I hope you lot are happy with all those years of prop. What a fucking waste of time that was. Oh, Declan Rice just gets it. Oh, he's proper Chelsea. Oh, he loves the club. He wants to be here. Why is he going up north then? Why did we never put a bid in for him? Why is he taking his best friend, proper Chelsea Mason Mount, with him? I'd love to know that one. I would love to fucking know that one. But yeah, big up and bye-bye to Rice. Going for Caicedo. I'm all here for it. And yeah, fuck all that. What else did we have on here? Because I want to speed through all of this. We touched on this yesterday. What's this? Yeah, here it is. Tuchel has recommended Kovacic as a number 6 for Bayern, but the bosses are not convinced. I hope this is not true, because if it is true, then, boy, Tuchel, your talent ID is stinky, but it probably is. This guy thought Gallagher was a 6. We have Gallagher, who is basically our next N'Golo Kante. Do you not remember that from the start of the season? I wouldn't be too shocked. But if he really wants Kovacic, please, I am begging you, go take him. Thanks for the memories, Mateo. You don't want to be here, though, and I don't really care if you're here or not. Same energy as Mason Mount. You have a year left. You haven't done anything to justify a new contract. You've played like shit all season. Thank you and goodbye, Matteo. It is what it is. It is what it is. Tuchel wanted Cucurella left centre-back and Pulisic wing-back. Now I will quietly say that Cucurella's best position is probably left centre-back. It's where we've seen his best performances. But Cucurella in himself has been an L this season. He's just been a massive, massive fucking L. But yeah, I don't believe Kovacic is a number 6. If you want to take him, though, go for it. Please. Please. Tuchel apparently seeing Kova as a 6 shows he's the reason why midfield for the first half of the season was abysmal. Yeah, I said before deadline day, if we don't get a midfielder, whatever issues we have with our midfield, that is on Tuchel. Because Tuchel said our midfield was fine. He said he was happy with Ruben, he was happy with Gallagher, and we don't need any other additions. So fine, whatever happens in the midfield, you live or die by it. So that was all on him. That was all on him. That's why I said Tuchel was partly to blame for this season too. Even though, let's be real, his points have kept us in the Premier League, he was partly to blame as well. The whole issue with the midfield was on him. On him. And it was on nobody else. Kovacic as a 6 is fucking crazy, bruv. I could see us sell Kova for about 40 mil with a year left. Actually, no, you won't get 40 mil for him with a year. You're looking at around 30, maybe 25, maybe around that. That's the reason why we called Tuchelaban the right wing back sexual. Oh, fucking hell, bruv. Oh, dear. I don't know what he's been thinking with that. What else did we have? What else did we have? Oh, Poch still hasn't been announced yet. All crazy. Speaking to some sources today, it's going to be very difficult to extend Mason Mount. Very difficult. And I've saw the timeline crying about this. Oh, if we don't sell Mason, if we sell Mason Mount, this is going to be a terrible move on behalf of the board and all of this. Blah, 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 and all this fucking shit. Shut up, man. Stuff like this. Stuff like this, bruv. Like, I can't wait one more month and then we never have to deal with these daily Mason Mount updates over nothing. If Chelsea lose Mason Mount, it will be a major stain on the reputation of those now running the club. Who the fuck cares, brother? We're 12th, in no small part down to them, but this would be the biggest cock-up to date. Oh yeah, just blame the board. Don't blame these shit players. And including the one you're trying to beg it to, who played every game up until February and stunk out the pitch. No, it's not Mason Mount's fault. It's not the players' fault. It's all the board. It's all the board. It's not Tuchel for not wanting a midfielder. It's not Potter for being shit with his in-game management. It's not Frank Lampard, full stop. It's not these players who couldn't hit water in a boat if they were in the Pacific Ocean. It's not our goalkeepers who have been declining. It's just all the board. It's just all the board. I cannot wait to see the fallout when we get that Mason Mount. Here we go. I'm going to do the longest fucking stream in history. It's going to take me like an hour and a half to send the link out to the panel because I'm going to be bookmarking so many fucking tweets and we are cornering every single one of these Mason Mount simps because I am tired of it. You man act like one man is bigger than this football club. Mason Mount will leave Chelsea. We will move on. We will be fucking fine. And I cannot wait. Because when we are fine without Mason Mount and we're doing a bit better, you lot better be giving your flowers to Todd Bowley and to the rest of the board, to Pochettino and the players that are still here. You lot better be giving your flowers. The same energy. The same fucking energy. You lot want to blame the board because this dickhead wants more money than what he deserves. This guy is not Chelsea. We are not Mason Mount FC. Stamford Bridge is not Mason Mount's home. It is Chelsea's home. The players are just here temporarily. So I cannot fucking wait. then I don't have to see meaty bullshit like this on my timeline every single day. I don't have to hear that fucking stans are doing 33-minute videos crying about Mason Mount. We didn't even do this for Hazard. No one did this for De Bruyne or fucking Salah, actual good players. But we do this for Mason Mount, a guy who's demanding to be around 200k a week when he's done fuck all this season to deserve being on those wages. If you lot can't get over the fact that Mason Mount is leaving Chelsea, fuck off with him. Genuinely fuck off with him. Because this club will be so much better, so much more tolerable when you're all gone. When all you stans have left. And the only people that are still here are the people who care about Chelsea first over any of these players. I cannot wait, bruv. And you know what the most shameless part is? If he does well at another club, they'll prop it. They'll prop it. They'll prop it. And I can't wait, man. You lot start praising a man when he balls out for another club. It is what it is. When Jorginho left, I said I did not want to see this guy win the league. I did not want to see it. I did not want to spend the whole summer seeing Jorginho trophy pics on my timeline because it's not in my shirt. So why do I want to see this? Why the fuck would I want to see it? You lot, I am sure those Mount stands want him to win the league with Arsenal. They want him to win the league with Liverpool. They want him to win the league with fucking United. Just so they can rub it in everybody's faces and say, oh, this is why we should have kept him. Fuck off. Leave with him. Leave with him. We will be so much better with you gone. So much better with you gone. Fucking dickheads, man. This constant narrative that we are letting ourselves down as a football club because we refuse to be held to ransom by this fucking fraud. I'll never understand it. Never fucking understand it. It pisses me off to no end. It's fucking dead, man. I said I wasn't even going to do a video on Mount, and now I just started venting about him for 5 minutes. Get him gone! Get him gone! I don't even care what the price tag is. I don't care what wages he gets. I care that he leaves my club, and this whole circle jerk around fucking Money Mace is gone. That's all I care about. The best thing for this football club. All dead. Did I see Thiago Silva linked to Saudi? No. Thiago Silva's linked to a Saudi club. Let me have a look. Whenever Jorginho has a good game, you're tweeting about why. When have I said I want Jorginho to win the league? I've tweeted about Jorginho because we don't have a DM. We have 8s, we have 10s, we have all the players we need in Mason Mount's position. We don't need him. My whole thing with Jorginho was we sold him at the wrong time, and I'll stand by that. I've never said I wanted Jorginho to succeed at Arsenal. I put a tweet out as soon as he left saying, big up Jorginho for all the memories, but I hope he has a terrible time at Arsenal, and I hope he wins nothing. And anybody who wants him to achieve stuff at Arsenal isn't a serious Chelsea fan. Because why the fuck would I want him to do well at Arsenal? Why would I want him to win the league? Why? Fuck Arsenal every day ending in a Y. I hope they have no success. I hope that club gets liquidated. I hope their fans bring it back and that club fails. Why the fuck would I want them to do anything? Especially with Jorginho. It wouldn't change a thing. Wouldn't change a fucking thing. Last time, exactly. Brother, why is he here? Why is he here? I don't understand it, bruv. Wrong time, we got 12 minutes. Bro, like, I understand the financial side. My whole thing was we didn't have a DM. You know my stance. I've been there for months on that. That was it, though. I was never like, oh, Jorginho, I hope you do so well. I'm going to get your shirt off Jerseys FC and everything. I'm going to use my own discount for a Jorginho shirt. No. Fuck that. If I ever have an Arsenal shirt, the only reason why would be to use it as a doormat. That's it. So I could walk around park, step in dog shit, and then go and rub it on that shirt. That's it. That's it. Why the fuck would I want to use it for anything else? Ugh, right. Rant over. Let me send the link out. Because I have to be on Never a Foul soon. Multiple unnamed Saudi Arabian clubs interested in Thiago Silva this summer. Contact has been made to Chelsea via intermediaries. And what? Ahead of a possible summer move, Silva. So multiple unnamed Saudi Arabian clubs have interest in Silva. We don't know the names, but contact has been made. Why do I not believe this? And plus, I don't think Silva would go anyway. If he leaves, he's going back to Brazil. He ain't going to Saudi Arabia. I don't think he cares about the money like that. Ain't he on like 100k a week here? If he really cared about the money that much, he'd be on a lot more money. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to see any of that anyway. Wait, what's Johnny tweeted? Oh, for fuck's sakes. What's he tweeted? Let me have a look. This is going to piss me. Saka given 300k a week. Rice to sign 300k a week. Yet Mount, who's won more than them put together. Back-to-back player of the year and playing levels above doesn't get the same is a disgrace. This is all on the clown owners. Right. Straight to the bookmarks. I will be coming back to that when Mason Mount leaves. What the fuck? Saka don't deserve 300k. Rice don't deserve 300k. In what dimension does Mason Mount deserve 300k? 300 fucking k. I live on the 8th floor of my flat. I would jump off if I heard Mason Mount was making that sort of money. What am I reading, bruv? What the fuck am I reading? Insanity. Oh, I don't even know why you sent that to me. What the fuck, bruv? I'm crying, man. This brother is not serious. Straight in the bookmarks, though. Straight in the bookmarks. Right, link is going out. I actually have to send the link out now because I won't have a lot more time. Cool. While I'm doing this, if you want to guarantee I don't miss your comment, super chat. Also, hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. Panels coming through. I've got another hour, and then, yeah, we're going on to Never a Foul. Cool. That's everyone. Yes, guys. Yes. Well, what's everybody saying?
I'm gonna be quick. First of all, I was looking at your hairline, and you starting to get a little thin up top, bro. What's going on with that?
I don't comb. That's all. Why is everyone on my fucking hairline, bruv? I need to start combing, bro.
I was thinking of going bald, actually, but yeah.
Hey, that's all right. Bald life is great life.
If you're going bald, you're not anything. Going bald. It will just happen.
For some reason, I think being bald is actually a good thing, but appearance-wise, it doesn't look good, obviously. But like,
that's not true. Bald is beautiful, bro.
Well, in my opinion, humbly.
They're just blind people with your shiny head.
It's just as long as it's not a woman, it's good.
Whoa. You're right, but whoa, don't say that. Bald woman are beautiful.
So what's everyone feeling about Mason Mount being on 300k a week?
Get rid of him.
Fuck off the Arsenal.
I would say, are we having the Mount leaving party yet? Like, when's that happening?
No. We're here we go. Save that. Here we go.
Okay.
You know what's
I can't, bro.
Yeah.
You're seeing the meltdown on Twitter happen already, and he's not even gone, bro. It's fucking cool.
I'm one of those people who I've never hated Mount. I would like him to stay,
Same.
but seeing these people talk about Mount the way they talk about, you know what, my emotional side has to come out, and I just don't want him here just because of that reason. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. He's not worth it.
You saw what I posted in the group chat yesterday. I'll go one further. He's not in the top 30 players we will have lost in our history. Like, I'm sorry. And the way people are speaking about him, you'd think he was Messi. Like, it's fucking mad. We didn't have this much uproar about Hazard leaving, about Mata leaving, about none of these fuckers leaving. And it's like, no, Mount leaving. Oh, fucking hell, it's all gone to shit.
The sad part too is I remember Mount from his first season and then our Champions League winning season, and we expected that trajectory of him to keep improving. If that's where if he did improve in that way, I could understand us talking about him like that. But he's regressed. This is not the same Mount.
That's not true.
He's not regressed.
Mason Mount's numbers were based on the minutes he put in on the field. If you look at his production per minute on the field, it's awful. It is absolutely atrocious. If you go by the amount of minutes he put on the field and the GNA that he produced, it's crap.
Well, he wasn't really an attacker when he first joined. He was doing okay.
See, this is the excuse everybody made. He wasn't an attacker. He's not a midfielder. He what is he?
I don't even know what you're trying to say. I never said he was great. I said he was on a trajectory.
It's just going to be a long day, man.
He had issues in his game, and we expected him to improve, but he didn't improve. He just got worse.
I don't give a damn about that. What's the latest? Is he going? Is he staying? What happened? Why is everyone?
It doesn't look like he's going to stay.
Fabrizio reported last night that there's basically, I don't know the exact wording he used, but it's basically there's no hope of him signing a new contract.
It's between slim and none, and slim left town.
Okay, and people are having a party that he's not signing and then he's leaving. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not everybody, but
I'll just say I'm happy for him. He had one goal in mind clearly this whole time, and that was to find as much money as he could find from a club anywhere he could get it, and that seems to be the route he wanted to go. So, good for him. He's going to get paid from somebody. It's just not going to be us. And I think we're better for it. It is what it is.
One last one-liner, and then I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Mason Mount is not proper Chelsea. He's proper self. There you go. Mic drop. See you later.
What's this hate towards the guy, man? Honestly, apart from
I don't think it's necessarily hate towards. I don't think it's necessarily hate.
I'm not saying you, Scott, but there's the what I'm hearing over the past few months now. There's hate towards his brother. It's gone beyond what he's doing on the pitch.
I think it comes from the hate towards.
What has Mason Mount done?
I think it comes from hate towards the fans overhyping him.
Ransom.
I think it's frustration from the I think. Okay,
you know what it is? I don't think it's hate towards necessarily him as a personal. It's kind of a similar thing I have to Gallagher in terms of it's a hatred of the idea of him, and it's a hatred of what.
Would you call it agenda, like you called me yesterday with agenda? Would you call that?
No, because I would say,
of course not. No, how
you're
dare
in a way it is, but I would say that it comes from an agenda for him. Like, it's an unfortunate cause of the fans in the fan base that decided that he was the bee's knees, he was the best thing since Messi. Like, the problem is you got that extreme.
Scott,
hang on, you got that extreme.
Go ahead.
So you're inevitably any action. Like, I was taught this as a kid. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if you get one extreme, then you're going to get another extreme. You're going to inevitably get people on the other end of the scale who have now. There is a little bit of hatred towards the player, but a lot of it is just hatred towards the fans that put him on this pedestal they didn't deserve, and hatred of the idea of him. Like, if we had treated Mount in the same way that we as a fan base treated other young players that came through, or other clubs treated their young players, Mount probably would be getting a new contract. People would be pissed that he was leaving, like a majority of the fan base, or this, that, and the other. But it was the way he was portrayed, and that's what's the problem. That's why I want.
Do you think it's his fault for that portrayal?
No, I don't think it's his fault. He's an unfortunate casualty of it. But the fact of the matter is like
every time.
That's
Here's
just
the
me.
problem, Scott. That
I
what
hear
was
you, my
trying
bro.
to.
I like
look,
that. I like that.
I think the problem is when I will start recognizing people talking about Mount and the sentence of he needs to be sold or anything like that. When you will make a sentence without mention the other fans that support Mount, that when I will start taking your view. The minute you're gonna start point out that the reason why you don't want Mount in party celebration by bringing up the Mount fans, that's when you're losing the credibility. But it's not like I really don't care about Mount. There is not a single player on this team that I think that worth me sweating. Oh, we must keep him. None of them. Zero. Not even Enzo. Don't give a flying rat's ass who he is. You see what I'm saying? None. So from from that perspective only, I really don't care. I'm going by literally by what I watch, and I'm more critical on the players in offensive, because if you have a horrible in offensive, the defense is suffering. That's my biggest problem with offensive players. Yesterday on the stream, when the reason why you think that I have agenda, I slightly do. I just don't like step over players. I just don't. I just don't like the same thing that you running against the wall constantly, and it's like you don't learn. You don't. Hazard as good as he was, not every time he touched the ball, he was automatically turning and try to dribble into the player. You see what I'm saying? Like he picked the moments when was the best moments. And this is the young thing. So don't think that I have agenda about those particular players because of a young. I just don't trust them go through the season. That's my correction on yesterday's stream. I don't trust them. They have a talent, but I don't trust them yet. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I think to try to answer your question about like where's the hate come from, I think it comes from a couple places. One, I think that there was this kind of narrative perpetuated in the fan base that this guy is like he's a shell no matter what. He grew up, he's been with the academy since he's 8. He loves the club more than anything. And so this kind of builds in the fan base like, oh, we got to get him a banner. He's one of our own, this and that. And then when you see like, oh shit, like actually that might not be true in the sense of he's not going to do whatever it takes to stay with the club. He wants a certain amount of money first and foremost before he considers staying at the club. And when you start to see that, well, now you're like, oh well, fuck this guy. Like I thought he was this. But you only thought that because that's what was being perpetuated from the club, from the fans. And to a certain extent from Mason himself, who runs around kissing the badge. He's clapping fans after every second of every game. Like he talks about his love for the club, all of this. When all these things are like put out in the ether there, and you're looking at it on paper and you're going, well, why aren't you signing? If you're saying all these things, you're doing all these things, there's all this, I thought you wanted to be with the club. That was like your main thing. And then you're not signing because you want money. Well, that's going to piss some people off. So you're going to see probably a big negative effect towards him in that aspect, because it's not really about the club or loving the club or being at the club for so long or wanting to, make a career here. That's not what it's about. It's about he wants to be paid, and then the club comes somewhere after that. So that's mostly where you'll probably see a lot of like the hate for the kid. It's like it's self-perpetuated and perpetuated by the fans that he's this end-all be-all of the club. Like that. That's probably like third or fourth. That's probably like third or fourth on the list of his priorities, right? He wants to be paid, he wants to play, and then the club is down the line there.
But Josh, is that how you think as well,
or he would sign?
Is that how you see it as well, Josh? Because I mean, I think it'd be naive for any of us to think that any player would put a club, an institution that will survive whether they're there or not above their needs of a professional career that only lasts 10, 15 years. No matter how much any player loves a club, like they still have to take care of themselves. And I don't blame him for asking for whatever. I don't blame him for asking. Scott, I don't blame him for asking whatever he thinks his value is. but it's up to the club to say you're worth this, you're not worth this, and we move on. And if he doesn't want to bend his requirement, then I'm not gonna blame him for that. He can
I
go
think that's his
somewhere else and
prerogative
find
as
it, and
well.
it is what it is. Like, go somewhere else and get that if you think you can. But I don't blame him for asking.
That's a very new. Okay, never mind. Go ahead, guys.
I was just gonna say that, like, for me, I completely agree with you, and that's with all players, and that's why I don't have any issues. Probably the wrong word, but like with Mendy or with Mount or these guys asking for money that they don't necessarily deserve. It's like, cool, like I have no problem with you asking for that money because at the end of the day, your careers are short. Like, it's what, like, obviously at the time it annoyed me, but like as time's gone on, like the Oscar thing doesn't annoy me because I fully get it. Like, your career is short.
So what's the party then? What's the party then? Why are you waiting for the party?
Yeah, because I like shove it in the Mount fan's face. It's funny.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? Like, when you trying to sound generous, that's the part that drives me nuts.
Cool. Anyway, this is the thing, is like these guys can ask for the money, that's fine, but there's then also the club's right to say,
yeah,
you're not worth this, and you can go. And that's the thing.
No one's at fault.
Actually, asking this money. I don't hate him for asking for the money. I don't dislike him for asking for the money. I don't think he deserves it, but he's well within his rights to deserve it.
Well, did you or did you not celebrate when Hudson-Odoi got his pay raise? And
I have no idea.
I don't know why I'm going to celebrate when Mount leaves. Let me show you.
No. I'm asking
That's
Scott.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Like, I've got no idea.
Like when 18 years old got 120K, what he's making now more than Mount. That's incredible.
That's why I can't wait for him to go.
Like, again, you're just missing the point entirely.
I don't understand. What is the?
You're missing the point.
You say Mount should deserve the contract for winning the UCL Super Cup and Club World Cup. I said let's give Ziyech and Pulisic the same wages then, and I got that.
We could have asked for AC to get the same wages as well, but he was only asking for 120, but he didn't get that.
Exactly.
So
we had AC,
not the same
energy there.
Not the same energy there.
There are so many points I try to understand. I understand what Lou is saying. That doesn't have nothing to do with the amount Lewin is the party. If you found the racist cunt that answering your tweets,
no,
that's
just
not
part
Mount's.
of the reason.
Okay. Then Moya, what were you saying? Because you were saying something I couldn't hear because of the yo people in there.
I was just reading the tweet and them making the claim that he won Champions League, this trophy, that trophy, like he did it all himself, and Lewis responds that you might as well claim that the likes of Ziyech and other players who were in that Champions League run and won the same amount of trophies as him should also deserve the same. If that's the basis they're using, you can apply it to anyone else. Why aren't they?
Okay. Yes, you're right.
The argument should be different. Is what I'm saying.
You're absolutely right. And if Mount, this is why my like a pitch of hypocritical opinions is kind of bothers me at this point. Like, you're all saying genuine thing, like really genuine. You sound genuine, saying like, oh, he is in the right to ask for that money. If club doesn't value him and he's gonna go to somebody else, why bringing up the rest of the stuff?
But they are.
Who are they?
The guy, the tweet that we're talking about, the tweet that Lewis put up and he responded to.
No, I responded because that's not. This is, I don't even understand why he brought that tweet. I understand, Lewis, you pissed because that doesn't have nothing to do with the situation.
No, I was just bringing up for awareness.
For example, and people saying that Mount is not allowed to. Hold on a second. When you applying for the job, when you're gonna say for credentials, when you are saying for credential, even when Chelsea is selling the players, they bring up that he's a Champions League winner when they selling the players.
Okay, Alex, I don't disagree with you.
Sorry,
go
ahead.
Just
ask you a question.
Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah.
Why do you take the piss out of Igal?
Because let me ask you. What's the term of when you're saying things but you have an agenda behind the question? What's that? Positive.
Passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive way. That's why.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, the Mount thing.
What I'm struggling to understand is me and Lewis and others, like part of like Mount leaving. It's not like we're happy. Like it's not even just a happy Mount leaving or anything. It's just with him leaving, we're just taking the piss out of people that stand this guy and whatnot. And I don't understand why that's an issue. Like that's what I'm saying with the party thing.
Yeah. And
taking the
you
piss
see,
out of guys that stand him and put him on a pedestal. It's like that's all it is, and I don't understand
this
why
is
that's an issue.
this is the problem, because if you were trying to be a genius, this is why if you would have said that, I will understand. But when you're trying to sound so genuine about your career is short and everything like that, and then you bring out like how bad he is, how this and this and this, he's not that bad of the player. At the first thing, that's number one. I don't care. It's your opinion and it's my opinion. I don't think he's that bad of a player that people saying he is.
That's what I'm
Because
asking.
I watched
Is it really
him. I
that
was
bad?
there. You can tell whatever you want. He's not that bad. He may be not Chelsea level, top 4 level. You could be right, and I could be wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But don't bring the things that you like you're using it to spike the others. Like you see what I'm saying?
but
I will laugh at Johnny. I will laugh at Johnny for one thing, for one specific thing. And Roman, one of my close guys over here, tweeted about it. If you can find him, it will be even better. Johnny starts with Real Madrid wants him, City wants him, this team, Liverpool wants him, United wants him, and now Arsenal wants him. And Arsenal gets him. And you still defend him. If he's gonna go to Arsenal, if Mount gonna go, I will be pissed, not because of his football quality, because all this what he did, he went to rival. He's young. He's not like the rest of the team Chelsea players that went to rival, like Peter Cech when they retired. That's not it. Like Jorginho, he's basically one step in the grave. That's not what it is. Mount is young, and I will be upset because as much as he promoted, he actually went to the rival team. That's what I'm upset about Mount. Not that you see what I'm saying? Like, do I understand? Do people understand what I'm trying to make across?
I would say
go ahead, Scott.
No, go ahead, Josh.
No, you're fine. For me, I don't think he's a bad player either, but that's what we're all saying. Like, he's not that bad of a player, but he's demanding a wage for a player who's at a high elite level. And I'm sorry, I don't care where he goes, but I'm not going to pay you that for a not that bad player. Not that bad players don't get $300K a week. Not
Josh,
that bad players.
don't make it confusing. Elite players don't make paid $300K, over $300K.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, that's an insane. That's why I'm saying that's an insane wage for someone who's a not that bad player to be demanding from any club. And he may get it somewhere, but guess what? Now he's going to be a not that bad player at Arsenal.
Josh,
making
elites
$300K,
make way much more money than $300K a week, Josh.
Why?
Way much more.
Not in the Premier.
And hold on a second. And you still don't know the number. Is that because it's incentive? Remember that. Is it the final number or it's not? Because Rhys James on 250, but 250 is the final pay.
Alex,
Yeah, Andrew.
What's the difference between when you're having a go at Scott or others about like supposed to be celebrating or something at Mount's leaving?
I was going to bring this
Then
up
the
as well.
difference between you
that's
when
not.
Jorginho, when
okay.
Jorginho left, what's the difference? You were celebrating and laughing when Jorginho left. What's the difference?
There isn't.
There's no difference.
Because no. Well, yeah, you might be cutting me. You cut me. You might be. Hold on a second.
I remember your reaction.
Hey,
Hold on
at
a
least he's
second.
honest. At least he's being honest.
Look, yeah, you might be right. I was celebrating, but that's not the thing. I couldn't stand the player, and I admitted I couldn't stand the player. Over here, people saying like, "Oh, he deserved this. He deserved this." What? You see what I'm saying? I said that guy is bad from the beginning. I didn't change my mind about the player. They saying that he's this, like trying to be sound genius. That might be different. But yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, flip flopping on
Got
that.
him.
Yeah, you got him.
I don't
Ladies
you
and gentlemen,
what I
we
think
got
is-
him.
What I think is
We got
this,
him.
well, as long as we're not like
Look, if I was
insulting,
wrong, I will always
personally-
admit it.
Well,
I
go
am
on,
big.
man.
You can only be wrong
No,
or
what
right.
I'm
It's not.
saying is,
It's only
as
two.
long as we're not-
Let Andrew go. Let
Let him
Andrew
land,
go.
let him land.
we can all say whether a player's bad or good, as long as we're not insulting him in a personal way or something like that, or
That's my
attacking him
concern.
on Twitter or something like that, then that's fine. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. We've had bigger and better go and leave and not have this much fuss, really. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
It's just another player out. I mean, what will matter is who comes in, really. What matters who comes in to replace, like like a Caicedo or a Lavia or something like that. Not that they're the same player, but he doesn't. If you look at what we're trying to do and what Poch may do in terms of a 4-2-3-1,
he doesn't fit.
He has no place.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to sit on another team's bench. Like, I'm not worried about that. Like, if he goes to Arsenal, he's not going to start for them either. So, like,
I think he'll start
300K a week.
I think he'll start at Liverpool.
300K a week to play to sit on the bench.
I think
sure they will.
I think Kevin De Bruyne is the only one who really. Like,
that means they're not getting him, or at least they're not paying him that much.
Well, and someone would be paying us a fee for him, right? He's not leaving on a free, is he?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he's leaving.
That's the one thing that actually right. That's the one thing that I actually support Chelsea Football Club. He ain't signed a contract. Bye.
Exactly.
Put half away and you do. That's all. That's it is. But thank you, Andrew, for cutting me.
Big up David saying
Fucking
Mount's
fat
caliber
fuck.
doesn't match his wage demands. Big facts. Big up Dinishan as well.
I'll get you again one time. Don't worry about it.
Big up Dinishan saying if Poch wants Mount, keep him or else he can go. No, like he's asking for stupid money. I don't care if Poch wants him. We're not risking
doesn't
him
ask for stupid
200K
money.
a week.
He does. It's been reported about 7 different times.
No. I'm saying like if Mount asks for 300K, I don't think he's in the wrong to ask for that.
Do you know how? Do you know where that would put him? By the way.
Wait. Why is that?
Hang on.
Why?
Where do you get this? That 300K is not a lot of money a week. That's a ton of money.
No. I kind of see what Alex is saying. He's not.
Wait, guys, everyone's talking. Stop.
One at a time.
I was just going to say, do you know where that would put him in terms of top earners in the Premier League?
Right. I mean, unbelievable. Dude. On 300. Christensen's on 200 pounds a week.
It would put him the same amount of money as Grealish and Casemiro. The only people that would be earning more than him are Sterling, Varane, Sancho, Salah, De Gea, Haaland, and De Bruyne.
Sancho.
He produces most players on that list you just named, by the way. But,
what I'm trying to say.
3 of the players on that list play for United, or 4 of the players on that list play for United, and they are notorious for paying people way too much wages. Also, one of those players on that list may be getting a wage decrease in De Gea. And all the other players will show that they deserve it.
You compared finished players that made the credential all those years versus the player that actually younger.
That's the point, Alex. He's not worth that. Those guys have a CV, a career
that has been shit. But his money that he got was based on his CV. Like that's what he got the money for.
Yeah, the Sterlings, the Koulibalys, they've earned that money. They haven't played
well here. What
Koulibaly
earned that money for?
They have not been playing well here, but they have earned that money.
That list, my brother.
Where Koulibaly did earn that money? He didn't win a single trophy.
He was rated as one of the best defenders in Europe.
So the trophies are the only
Africa
thing that
Cup
matter.
of Nations, right? That's the only one that he won right before he joined us.
Why is Skodran Mustafi not earning a lot of money then?
Yeah, he's won a bunch of trophies.
5 years ago, inflation's
he's
different.
won a World Cup. He's won.
Okay, well, Mount did what he did 3 years ago.
There was 5 years ago, and that happened when with inflation, different players get the different wages.
See, you can make those same excuses. I can say, well,
That's
Mount won 3 years ago, and he's been crap since then.
This is the thing.
3 years ago?
All of these arguments you can make are just like
2 years ago, 3 seasons ago.
Look, first of all, 300K. Like again,
we've been arguing so much. It feels like 3 years.
It really frustrates me because I don't know the number. It's the final number on the first number, and until I know that, is no
Even
way.
if it's the final number, Alex, it's an insane amount of money.
Well,
Even
if you think that he's such a shit player, he will never reach that final number.
Okay, but I'm saying even if the base number is like 250, I don't think he's worth that either.
That's not a base number.
That's the point. That's the point. He doesn't want to sign a
So
contract
he's
under
what
these
is
new
that worth?
structures of
50K
how
a
the
week,
contracts
yeah.
are.
He doesn't want what his actual.
I don't think
I don't think you get it. If he doesn't sign, let him go. But don't say that he's not worth what he's asking for.
You feel me?
He's not.
That's
not worth.
That's up to our club to
It's
decide.
up to him, not
But it's
us.
up to our club to decide if they're going to give him that, and they're not. So
Yes.
And if the club do give him
he's not worth that to
So
us.
what? Jorginho could say he's worth 300k a week, and that's fair because he thinks he's worth that.
Yeah, he can ask.
He's on the
Everybody
dying
can
list, so
ask.
we not like there's no.
That's
there's
what
no
I'm
part of
saying.
300K.
No,
ask.
look, everybody can ask for whatever we want. What they think it is, it's different from what we think it is. Think is.
Yeah, I agree.
And
with
the
you.
club, they don't think he's worth that.
No.
He can ask that.
Hold on a second.
I don't think it's
How
a
many-
crazy amount.
Did
that
y'all
he's
did
asking.
y'all win protest? Did y'all win protest when we got the final fee for what's his name, for Enzo, for Mudryk? When was the protest on that? For paid so much hype.
Why would I protest that?
What,
Mudryk's
the
not
wages?
on Mudryk's not on 300k a week.
Their
He's on like
wages are low.
75k.
Low.
Also, most
I don't care about his transfer fee.
No,
also, I was going to say most. I'm pretty sure most
here's
people
the
said
here's
that
the
they
part,
weren't
Josh.
happy with
Here's
the
the
Mudryk
part,
thing.
Josh. Hold on a second. Here's the part, Josh. That like you can say that he doesn't get paid the high weekly and he gets paid 75, but the club, if club is gonna pay 100 million, how much 100 million in years if it was a wage broke up?
Say that again.
100 million fee for Enzo. If you will break the 100 million, how much is in the wages? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the wage of that player is going to be valued like in 100 mil?
Yeah, but Alex, that's not his wage though.
But that's
a
not the
club
money
fee.
we're giving him. It's different.
Yeah, and
It's
Enzo
money on the
actually-
books either way, but it's not money we're giving him. You
I
can't
don't
look
know
at
what
it.
we, so can I just? I think because
He does take a signing
I
on.
don't think people understand me that I really don't care about Mount. I think that I defend. Fraser thinks that he's my kid.
It's very simple, right? He's asking for something. The club aren't going to give it to him. He's going to leave. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alex,
It
it's
should be
twofold.
that simple. It's just half this fan
Twofold.
base is crying into their mount
All right,
shirts.
but
It's
we have.
Yeah, upset about
spent
the people
far
that
too much
crying.
time-
Shut up.
We spend.
I
far
actually
too much
want
time
more. I actually
on
want
this channel
more
talking
Havertz
about
to
Mount.
leave
He
than
doesn't
actual
deserve this
amount.
much.
Both.
I mean, in
Well,
favor of both, but
I was going to
think-
say again, why limit your imagination? Both can leave.
Yeah.
But the only problem is nobody wants that fucking giraffe. That's all.
Donkey.
That's
Don't
true. There are
don't
no
discriminate
stories.
animals. They are
There are
different
no
animals.
Actually, yeah, sorry, giraffes. You guys are actually consistent at your
Is it
job.
actually,
Why do you
Giraffes
apologise
do
to the giraffe?
something, yeah.
is it actually reported that he's asking for 300k? Because that is
I
ridiculous.
don't
No,
know,
no,
man.
not
I
it's
remember.
around
As I said
200.
earlier.
No,
Oh,
remember
people just
when
speculate
Rudiger-
too.
Remember
We're
Rudiger
only
rumors?
saying 300 because Johnny put that tweet out.
Oh, I
saying
didn't
No,
see
no,
that.
Consensus
no,
on
Lewis,
300. Rice
it has
wants
been rumored.
300.
Lewis, it has been reported, as I said, at least 7 different times, and the figures have ranged from 250 to 300.
He's not worth either.
Yeah, I agree.
I
He
think-
is delusional.
And that's coming from
Whatever
I like
weed
that.
that
You guys want him on
motherfucker is
10K a week,
taking, I
bro.
want
And
it.
no,
I want it.
again, Ibs, he
I
is
want
well
his
within his
deal as
right.
well.
Is
No one-
Sterling worth his over
No one
300K?
is
More
No,
saying.
but
Alex.
Sterling has pedigree,
Sterling had
so
the
he
CV.
can
Oh,
talk
what
about that.
pedigree?
Alex,
Four
he's
league
not.
titles and
pedigree.
second highest goals
How
in
many
every
Premier League goals he
season.
scored?
Right,
Come
at the
on,
same
bro.
time, Lewis,
I know
Lewis,
he's
at the same
trolling.
He
time,
has one.
shouldn't
He has one that Sterling doesn't.
What, the Champions
that's
League?
I just
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
the
he's
Super
got
Cup.
4 that Mount doesn't. So, like, what
Yeah,
are you doing?
what the fuck is this?
So he's asking for the same amount.
4 compared to 1, you troll. bro.
No, for compared
He's
to
trolling. I
4.
can't even
I'm
take him
talking
seriously.
about Club World Cup. Sterling doesn't have that.
Oh, wow.
Super Cup. Sterling.
wait, Lewis. You said Lewis.
Get him out of
You-
here.
Shameless
You said
motherfucker.
you said Sterling is worth that contract because he has a pedigree, but shouldn't we give Mason Mount benefit of the doubt if he was to get that money? Let's just say in 2 weeks' time, Pochettino comes in, he tells the club, "I want Mason Mount this football club," and for that reason, they do give him somewhere around not exactly 300 or 250, but they make a deal happen, and Mason Mount is happy. Shouldn't we allow him to live up to that contract?
No.
Because let's
No,
be honest,
no,
Alex,
no,
hold on.
Wait,
Can I?
Wait. We would be forced to do that if he re-signed. He is not re-signing because they do not want to give him that money. Therefore, it's a dead point to even describe
Also-
that because it's not going to happen.
I think
People
the
love
numbers
to
are
create
also-
these sorts of scenarios. Oh, if Poch wanted him, if this happened, it's not happening. He's going. People
And
need to
Poch-
get over it.
Poch would have already informed the board. You know what I mean?
Sage, have you ever heard of the phrase "two wrongs don't make a right"?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we could be in the
I was
exact
going
same.
to say this idea, by the way, or this range of thinking is why United's wage budget is astronomical. Like,
Right.
there's a reason why I just told you that David De Gea is third in terms of wages, and they're about to re-sign him to a new contract. And I think it's been reported that includes a wage decrease. Like, his wages are getting cut because he's on stupid money for a goalkeeper. Isn't he 400 grand a week? And it's like Sancho's on what,
Sancho's on massive money.
You're just asking, basically, next year would be in the exact same scenario that we are in this year with Sterling, where we're going, what the fuck is Mount making 300K for?
Yeah, you want us to learn?
Let's say next season, by the way.
Can I ask?
Let's say next season we do this. Let's say we do this and next season. Hang on. Let's say we do this and next season Colwill hits and he wants a new contract and he goes, right, 400K. What the fuck? What are we meant to do then? No,
I'm not. What I was saying was, I was just like, obviously, I'm not Mount in. Obviously, that's not what I was trying to come with. Like, I was just saying, I think to say that Mason Mount doesn't deserve what he's asking is kind of like, I don't get it. I'm just saying, if he was to sign and re-sign, allow him to actually live up to the contract. Because let's be honest.
What if he doesn't live up to it?
Give me 100K. Let me look again.
No, hold on.
Those 300K is all the speculation. Nobody knows what actually.
Yeah, that's what I said before. Yeah, it's not speculation.
I don't because if it's anything over 150, you can fuck off anyway.
Because Rudiger, all those players at the end of the day, nothing was even close to what he was asking, what he was actually. So
I mean, Christensen's
yeah, but that's fine. I don't care
a week.
about 300. If it's 150 over that, I don't care. He shouldn't be getting that anyway.
So you put him at
200, 250, 300, they're all too much.
150
AC was asking for 120.
All right, cool.
Get that.
That's all he.
No, he's on 178K, guys. Okay, let's not act like he turned down 120 and he's on 180K.
He turned down 120 here.
Yes, because he didn't want to be here for 120.
Spain is the last.
They didn't give him a sign-on bonus.
Spain is the last tax. So
more the signing up fee, wasn't it?
It's more tax. It's
in
more
Spain
tax.
than in England.
Way more tax, like 75% in Spain. The tax rate in Spain is like 75%. It's insane.
Yeah.
You understand when it comes to like wages.
That's why Messi and Ronaldo have both been hit with tax fraud charges in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
They only talk about net pay in Spain because it's so high. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Scott.
I'll just say a lot of people don't realize as well that when it comes to wages and what people earn, and like the majority of the money that footballers earn anyway is off of what's it called? I can't know what the fucking word is. Like sponsorships, that's the word, and shit like that. Like most of what people earn anyway gets taxed, especially as I said in Spain and whatnot. So like most of the money that people earn throughout their careers from sponsorships.
Yeah, Sage, I wanted to ask real quick if I could borrow your logic and ask my boss at work if they wanted to just give me $1 million now, and then over the years I'll earn it for them.
No, you see, the reason why I said that was hold on. The reason why I said that was because because we're trying to treat Mason Mount as if he's a trash footballer. No, I know Mason Mount. Hold on, let me land.
That's what we're treating him as, an average footballer who should get an average salary.
I've seen Mount under a good coach, under a good system. He produces, right? Of course, he's been bad the last year and a half or 2 years, but that's the whole club and everyone. Listen, I'm not Mount in all Mount. I just don't give a fuck about Mount, if I'm being honest. But let's say yesterday, in 2 weeks, he was to sign, everything's just done. I'm saying on the Pochettino, he, a good manager under the right system, I expect Mason Mount to produce because he's that good. In a midfield somewhere, because he will start.
No,
somewhere.
No, yes, somewhere.
He doesn't fit in the pot.
Okay,
and that's no problem.
Why we not trust him, Poach? Why we not trust him, Poach?
Exactly. I don't understand. Like,
it's a hypothetical.
If he's not gonna be here, he's not gonna be here. We've been talking about this. Let's move on to Vlahovic.
That sentence was Sage. It's a problem right there.
No,
I expect him to start somewhere.
Wait, let Andrew go, guys. Everyone stop.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna use that letter again.
Hey man, why don't you go? Why don't you have a party for Jorginho again? Yeah, and let us party with Mount. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's all good. But that's the problem, Sage. Your sentence right there.
My party has already been partied.
Yeah.
Your part is still a wish part.
Do you know what? Shut the fuck up. The same sentence right there. He said, I expect him to start somewhere. That's the problem in his fan base. Is trying to force players like Mason Mount into a team that he can't fit in. Why do we expect?
What would sound better? What would sound better for you, Andrew? What would sound better for you?
What can we do, bro?
Andrew, what would sound better for you? Oh, I played the game. I know better than you. I know what you should have started.
Saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like that. We don't. This is the problem with players like Mount. You can't pin him down to what he actually does well or where he actually plays well.
For some reason, after 5 managers, they all start him.
Yeah, and they've all lost their job.
Maybe they've
and he's been average every time.
Maybe they failed their coaching licenses for them to be starting Mount.
I want to say they lost their job because of Mount, but I still hear you though. Like, look, we shouldn't we spent hours talking about this, but if Mount stays or leaves, it is what it is. I don't really give a fuck. But
I wouldn't go saying like just because you're a manager. You know, we just had the conversation about Tuchel calling Kovacic and Gallagher sixes, and he doesn't clearly know what the fuck he's talking about because neither one of them are sixes. To be honest, I don't really care where coaches play them at a position. That's where they played him. All 3 of them at a position, and he was average at best.
Yeah.
Well, we won't know until we won't know in it. Yeah, I wish we had a crystal ball to know. But if he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays.
Mount can ask for what he thinks he's worth. We don't think he's worth it. It doesn't work. Good riddance. Goodbye. Best of luck wherever you go.
It would just be so much easier if it wasn't so many people.
I don't think it's good riddance.
And then they want to blame Bowley. They want to blame the board. Oh, we're not treating Mason Mount the right way.
It's not. It's definitely not good riddance.
I don't think it's good riddance to him as a player. I think it's good, as I said earlier.
He's definitely
to the fans.
Like I said, it's good riddance to the environment that him brings.
All this, and he goes to Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying.
It's good riddance to what comes along with him, I would guess.
That's my only thing. That's my only thing. Jorginho never done this.
The second time he slides at the Emirates, he's done.
If he goes
he won't go Arsenal, he'll go Liverpool.
When I say good riddance, it's good riddance.
It doesn't suit Arsenal.
Who cares? As long as he's sold.
Yeah, who cares? That's great.
Let
him tear the team apart. Like
I like that so many good managerial experts over here. They know which player suits where. And
Alex,
we cannot even fucking make it. Listen to this. None of us ever made the starting lineup was matching the managers.
What does Klopp like in the midfield?
And we're like all acting like we are good. And
I did.
More than Arsenal.
Shut up.
You shut up, man.
I did. To my 7-year-old team.
What'd you say, kid?
I'm not a kid. I'm fucking 33 years old.
Oh, you can suck the dick, man. I'm 33.
You're almost as old as me, mate. Let's go. I'm 31.
You
sound like those numbers are reversed.
Oh, like you sound younger than me, bro. Like,
yeah, mate. You said
I was joking. Yeah, I am young.
You sound like them two haven't dropped yet, bro.
Yeah, meet your Mike Moyo. You fake Nigerian.
To Moyo, man. I wasn't even talking to you.
Moyo, you Nigerian?
No, but see, it's fitting. It doesn't go to me. It's not meant.
Moyo, you Nigerian?
Yeah.
Fake Nigerian. Fake Nigerian.
I almost said it again. I almost said it that way.
Yeah, let's
Moyo, my Nigerian.
He's been westernized. That's what he's been.
For any other top 6 team apart from Liverpool, and that's because their midfielders in shambles.
That's what I was trying to say, Scott. He suits Liverpool's midfield.
He doesn't start for Arsenal. He does not start for Spurs because he can't play in a double pivot, and he's not playing in the front 3. He doesn't start for United because again can't play in a double pivot. Wouldn't work next to Casemiro.
Players improved under coaching that we are privy to.
I don't. This all annoys me when it comes to Mount. People can keep saying, "Oh, cool, we can say this." How much is he improved?
The narrative that he doesn't fit this, he doesn't fit that. That's just like
right now he doesn't. Right now he doesn't.
Well, yeah, we've seen him in every position at Chelsea. He hasn't fit
you're pushing E.
It's all good.
We've seen him on the wing. We've seen him on the wings. We've seen him as a 10. We've seen him as an 8. And he has been average at all of those. He hasn't excelled at any of them.
What's the name?
He hasn't
got
Josh,
right here.
His name.
Josh, it's not even just that. You
my bad, kid. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
How much improvement have you seen from Mount apart from output since he's been at this football club?
You're good, Alex.
Apart from output.
And the output isn't even that much of a difference. It's like again, Chester was dead right
when it
about
comes
minutes.
to certain aspects, by the way, when it comes to certain aspects of his play, I'd argue he was better at them at Vitesse. Like set pieces, for one, was much better at Vitesse than he is here. I don't know what's happened to his set pieces, but they've gone off a cliff. Like there are certain aspects of his games that have regressed in the 3 years he's been here. He's 24. He will be 25.
He's definitely walking into the Arsenal if Saka
No, he doesn't.
He's walking.
No.
Okay.
If Xhaka leaves, no, he doesn't. If they get Rice, he doesn't.
You want to place the like friendly bet again? If he
Bro,
if he goes to Arsenal.
Unless Partey, bro, they play a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. It's Ødegaard, Xhaka, and Partey at the minute. Rice will replace Xhaka unless Partey leaves. And if Partey does, now hang on, if Partey leaves and they start a midfield of Ødegaard, Mount, and Rice, fucking good luck to him.
Yeah,
Scott, there's power in the tongue. Can you imagine Rice and Mount at Arsenal? What we've always dreamed of.
Bro, Ødegaard's gonna snap his legs trying to recover the ball that many times.
I actually think he will walk into the Arsenal. He'll walk into the Liverpool team.
Doesn't start.
I completely agree.
He definitely walks into the Tottenham team.
Tottenham. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Tottenham, Liverpool.
Yeah, sure.
He just walks into every team. We just mentioned teams.
Yeah,
just walks
I
into
think he walks in. Yeah.
Alex, you walk into the Tottenham team at the moment. You walk in. You know what I mean?
If you think he's better than Odegaard, you're out of your fucking mind.
I think the Tottenham team is shit.
Andrew. If it wasn't you, my favorite white boy from England. Moyo, you're not that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not a white boy from England.
He's black. He's black.
Thank you, Sage. Just like you called me our name. Oh, you fucker. The chat is... I'll cook you, Moyo.
One last super chat. Big up Felix saying, irony of Johnny saying brown envelope. The Mount clearly plays journos for PR. And the backup dancers on Twitter acting like he loves the club over money. Yeah, they could just fuck off with him. And all the Mount prop can go as well. Big up Sean saying, Sage drunk off the fizzy prop. Stinky take. Sorry, Sage. You're going to have to hold that one, my guy.
The guy is like, yeah, he's like 31.
We got another 15 minutes. Jimmy, what are you saying, brother?
There, boss. Just like
are you crying over Mason Mount as well, like half the timeline is?
No, what? Who said Mason Mount was better than Odegaard? Who said that?
Who said that? Fuck no, I didn't. I said Saka.
You said he walks into the team. Where does he walk in at? Who's he playing for?
Yeah, if Xhaka's not playing, if Xhaka gets sold...
I mean, they realize they still have. They're gonna if they get Rice, they still have Partey. Like, who's he playing
Josh.
I love how Josh.
Alex, I know your microphone doesn't work. Is your headphones the same as fucked up as your microphone? Because I didn't say that.
Shots fired.
I didn't say that. I agree. He's better than Xhaka, but he's not better than Odegaard.
No.
Yeah, Jimmy, if I had the ability to trade 14 kidneys for Odegaard for man, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like it's not even a comparison.
If you drink all those fizzy drinks like you drink, you're gonna be on dialysis.
Yeah,
you will need all those kidneys, man. Keep them.
They're sugar free. It's fine.
It doesn't matter.
It's funny to me, right? Because I see Arsenal fans, some of them, not a lot, some of them cuss Odegaard. And then they're the same ones saying, yeah, we should get Mount. I'm like, hello, y'all can have him now if y'all want to give us Odegaard. What the fuck?
100%. I'll do that, Pop. Bro,
bro, Odegaard
is good. He does have a tendency to miss in the big games.
Yeah, the big games. I was about to say that. The big games, he'll disappear. But he's just not a big game player.
Because he doesn't have a quality, Jimmy. He disappears because the opponents are on his ass and he doesn't have as much freedom. And the players around him is not as quick of thinking. You know, if you have a quick thinker beside you, it's easier to play.
It's
easier to play if you have a good quality. Beside him is, what's his name? Is
Xhaka and Partey.
Partey. You see what I'm saying? But offensive midfielders, they don't think the same as defensive midfielders.
Stiff boy that. And he's Odegaard is the like he crashes the box. He does everything I like from a midfielder, man. Everything.
I don't think I think he lacks physicality.
Well, attacking wise, I'm sorry.
No, even in attacking wise, he doesn't have that. You know, like De Bruyne when he runs in the final third with authority. I think that's what one part Odegaard is missing. He has the technical on the ball.
He scores
he can't be bold.
And he's definitely one-footed. He's
Up
definitely
until he
only
scored,
140.
up until he scored those 2 goals from outside the box with his left foot, my good friend who's an Arsenal fan, he said that he was frustrated at the fact that he doesn't shoot enough.
Shoot
He will
more
get
from
in there,
outside the
but
box, but he
yeah,
but he
That
couldn't
was a
block it.
goalkeeper. That the one that he scored last, I think it was a goalkeeper.
No, up
It
until
wasn't as hard.
yeah,
What, the
but
Newcastle
he
goal?
just has this that he
Newcastle,
doesn't pass
yeah,
that
yeah,
even
yeah,
when
I
there's an
think it was.
opening, always just looking for the pass when you could just
Yeah,
smack it with your
I've
left.
heard that complaint about. I've heard that complaint about him. He should take more of those shots.
Yeah,
But
he
he's
needs
a
to take more. But other than that, I don't see
Quick
nothing wrong
question.
with him, to be fair.
What do you guys think of Vlahovic?
Shameless.
Look,
plug.
the
This guy.
to not get interrupted by Fizzy boy. What's his
That's
name?
good.
What's his name? That Odegaard.
Yeah.
He does not shoot. Remember Hazard and what's his name? And Fabregas. Those kind of players, they like to assist more than they like
more
to
than Pat.
score.
Yeah.
I
He's got
actually
15
know those
goals
kind
in
of
the
guys.
Premier
I
League,
played
yeah.
with one of them. He does not want. He does not like to finish. He could finish better than some of
Fabregas actually said
players.
it's brought him more
But
enjoyment
he
to create.
actually, I think some players just like to assist more than they like to score themselves. So I
He's
don't.
got 15 Premier
Yeah,
League
they
goals
are.
this season.
They are hesitant to shoot. I saw that with Odegaard watching him this season. Yeah. They're like,
But
He's
Odegaard
like,
is
definitely
always
only
looking for an
one-footed
opening.
player.
He's
He
always
has no
looking
right
for an
foot.
opening.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which game it was. I think it was the United one. He had like a 1v, not 1v1, but he had a really good opening lane to shoot, and he was just like, nah, I'm gonna go back and pass.
I mean, for someone who
just
doesn't like
think
to
he's
shoot,
1 foot.
15 goals in the Premier League is not that bad, I guess, huh?
Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
he got
he-
15. He got 15 fucking goals. That I do know. He has
And 7
15
assists.
goals.
But then, like I
So
said,
for
he's
someone,
good.
so for someone who doesn't like to shoot, that's quite a few goals.
That's
Yeah, that's
quite a
good.
few
Well,
goals.
but are they all like
But they would,
shots
he
from
would, but believe it or
the?
not, Josh, he probably would have more goals if he took more shots outside the box.
100%. If he
Yeah,
worked
because
on
that is one
You
of the
don't take a
complaints.
risk. You don't drink your
that.
champagne.
Mhm. Yeah, he should take more
When
shots.
did
But
the
he's
Chelsea last time score from outside the box?
Oh gosh,
You
don't
know,
even
When
who
Lampard
takes,
was
you know who
playing.
takes a lot of
No,
shots? You know
Rudiger.
who
I think
loves to shoot
Rudiger
and
was
take
the
a lot
one
of
that
shots?
last time was scored.
We've
Yeah,
had
we
a
got
few
smashed by
this
Brentford.
season, but the last one I can remember was
No, we
Havertz one.
harassed the post from outside the box this season.
Harassed.
No,
He said
the last
harassed.
one I can remember is that Havertz one against
Salzburg, yeah.
Oh
South.
yeah.
That's the last one I can remember off the top of my head.
Lewis, what are you going to
I
say about
remember when
Vlahovic?
we scored, or when he
What?
Do you know
scored
who,
too.
do you know
You
who
want to
shoots a
mention
lot and
Vlad?
takes a lot of shots and has never touched 15 goals in the Premier League?
Mason Mount.
It's the guy requesting 300K a week. Takes a lot of shots.
We're
Loves to
going back
shoot.
to this.
Never touched 15 goals in the Premier League.
I don't want to go back to
But
talking about
I will say this last thing about Mount, right? All I'm gonna say is I've seen Mason Mount under a good coach, good system, and he produced. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, you haven't.
Like,
No, you didn't.
Oh,
No, we
And
saw
I've
one
seen him
season.
decline under the
Produced
same
what
manager, so
exactly?
it's pointless.
Yeah.
look, what we're not gonna do is
No,
pretend
they
like
act like
let's
Mason Mount
just move on.
was
Let's move
horrible
on.
to watch in the last 6
No,
months.
Sage.
under
I
Klopp.
think
Yeah,
he's a
but
good
that's
player,
everyone.
you
That's the
talk
whole
about
club.
producing.
Like I don't.
I want to know what he produced that he's so
Oh.
worth keeping.
You want no driving force.
No, I don't
in
want
that.
him
He's
to
worth,
stay,
he's
but I'm
worth
just
keeping, just not 300 grand a
Then-
week.
then what-
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't understand. Can I just make a point? I don't understand why people feel the need to go, I don't want him to stay. Why are you making the argument then?
no. But listen,
Why
because he.
argument's fine.
it's easy, man. Shut. It's a easy. He's 31.
It's not-
Remember?
No, I just
How old
listen.
really are you, Fizzy? I'm sorry.
15,
I
man.
mean, Sage.
I'm
He hits the table with his head. You hear me? Yeah, look.
listen. I'm
when he's
22,
walking
but
under
I
the
feel
table.
50 sometimes. But yeah, let's move on from Mount. I've had enough
Where?
about Mount.
When you're taking a shit?
No, when I see your face, I'm just joking. Let's just move on, man. Let's move on.
So you feel 50? What the fuck? Well, you see my face and you feel 50.
Are you gonna diss him and then be like, I was just joking immediately afterwards? Stand by it, bro.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you pussy.
Come on, man.
I can say-
Can we talk about someone
The
else?
guy that
Like,
doesn't.
No,
have the
I
courage-
just don't. No, Lewis,
Look,
I just don't want
the
him
guy
to
that doesn't
pull out the
have the
shotgun.
courage-
No, that's all.
Who's the
The
next
guy
brother
that
we wanna
doesn't have a
talk about,
courage to
please?
put his
Talk about
face on the stream.
Vlahovic.
Do
The guy
something.
that doesn't have a
we got
courage
8
to
minutes,
put his
8
pussy
minutes.
ass
What you
face
man
Yeah,
on the
Sage.
stream.
I've done a face reveal. Let's
Do
let's
something.
not-
we,
Yeah.
hang on, we spent the
Nah,
entire stream talking
I'm
about
bold. I'm bold.
What about
I'm
you,
bold.
buddy?
I don't want to shit. No, I'm
Said
bold.
earlier for
You
me,
bold and
Vlahovic,
brainless.
He's a good player.
Yes,
He's a
I'm
really good
bold,
player.
brainless, autistic.
Bold
Can we talk about
15.
Vlahovic? Oh,
Yes, we got 7 minutes. What's your man's thoughts on Vlad?
Wow,
like
are
that.
you on the
Good player.
receiving life-threatening medication in the
No,
7 minutes?
I'm on never a foul. In about 7 minutes.
I like Vlahovic. He's not worth. If what was reported is true, he's not worth 80 million. He's had a really good season this season, despite playing for
80 million is like 65 million pounds, or 65, 70.
That's calm, brother.
Like, the market's fucked anyway. I get that. It's just I don't think he's worth that. But we do need a striker. He's been good this season, playing for a relatively.
He's been good every time he played, everywhere. I don't.
No, last season he was bad. Last season he was straight up bad.
When he last half of the season, because he came in January.
Oh yeah, sorry. When he went to Juventus first, like because I think when in January
he won in January. Remember, Arsenal was following him.
I think he scored like in his first game, and he was just bad last half of last season, or like the half.
But that was what's his manager? Allegri. Just came back and
Allegri. Oh, so he's under Allegri now, but like this season he's done so much better. And this is great.
Allegri just came. He came in January too. Was it?
Did he?
The other guy was fired before. I think there's an issue with Allegri. I remember that.
Yeah, he's been there this season for a fast.
Look, please tell me what's the market on the forwards. Please tell me. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no market. Good market.
Right,
bro. 80 mil for a striker.
Like the one thing I like about him the most is I think because of his size, he's 6'3", he fits the Premier League so well. He's such a big striker, and he's one of those guys we were just talking about the other day about Madueke crossing balls and there's no one there. Like, this is a guy who's going to be there. I think he'll really translate well to the league just based on those kind of factors alone.
Come on.
Well, I think he's done well.
Good on the ball as well.
He's movable. He's not stationary striker.
For a striker that's so big, he can move. Yeah.
I was going to say, I was literally just about to say that. Where like at Fiorentina, I didn't watch too much of them, but why did he seem like quite like a more of a traditional number 9,
like a Harry Kane? Like, he looks like
not as a Harry Kane, but like he was more of a traditional number 9 where he was always like forward. Yeah, but under like especially this season, it looks like he's improved his like dropping deep, hold up play, ball playing ability. Like it looks like he has improved that this season.
Play fast wingers.
He has a light fee as well. I've seen him take a few touches.
I agree with the Premier League. He looks like, and what makes great sense, he looks like Harry Kane under Poach, a more traditional 9, an actual forward. Like Harry Kane under Jose definitely changed the game, became more of a 10,
can you
dropping
explain
in.
What does that mean? Who's Stalin? Oh, you mean Stalin? I don't think he's racist. I just think he's like a what's they call that? Maniacs, like he's evil. That's all it is. I don't know if he was racist. I wasn't living in the 50s. I'm not that old. 40s.
You talking about Stalin?
I think that's what I understand. Who's Stalin?
Vlahovic, I don't want to say he's I've seen him score a few free. When a striker can score free kicks, I'm sorry. Technically, you have to be good. So for that reason alone, I just want him. I've seen him.
That's another thing. Like when strikers needs to be both footed, they need to shoot with both feet. The less touches they make, the more I'm impressed with them. That's it.
Yeah, man. I will take it for and if it goes into that 120, all of that mil, then that's when I know it's a bit extortion. But that 80 mil, I'll take it in a heartbeat.
I would still prefer Osherman, but again, like you just said about the price, the price would kill that.
Fuck no, Aussie, man.
150, mate. That's
I prefer Osherman.
Right there. The other guy I'd be interested in, but it means dealing with Benfica again, and I have no idea how much
Ramos.
He costs. But I have no idea.
I think he has a release clause, Scott.
I'm not going to lie, I'm not gonna lie, but Haaland set the precedent of what type of striker I want in it, bro. I want a 6-foot brother up front, rude boy. That's it. And he has to be good on the ball, good on his.
And people say size don't matter.
Speak for yourself, Alex. Speak for yourself.
My dick is taller than you, man.
I'm 6'2".
I'm actually 6 foot. Okay, move.
That's how big my dick is, man.
Lucky now, man.
Fizzy's getting fizzy today, man.
Pause, brother. Pause.
That's what you usually gonna say. What people say. Pause.
Vlahovic.
But as I said yesterday, like I do think the market for strikers, depending on what you're looking for, is there. Like there's not that many elite strikers, so you kind of got to look for who's gonna transition well, and the likes of Vlahovic. Like there is a few that I think we could look at, and I'm like as potential backup options, potential guys. I think it depends what they're going to look for in terms of thing. Like a guy that I'm surprised that no one has looked at, considering he's leaving on a free, is someone like a Marcus Thuram, considering he can play on the left and up front.
We were looking at him before, wasn't we?
Yeah, so we did look at him, Scott. We tried to buy him in January.
Yeah.
Right?
But I'm surprised he went in for him because he's going on a free at the end of the season. But yeah, the market's there. It's just like I do trust this. I trust the board and scouting system and everything to like go and sign someone, because like I think all the sort of things that they've done that have been, I understand the vision, so I actually feel good about them.
Yeah, I don't want Firmino on free time again.
Yeah, I don't want Firmino.
No, he's done now.
It's not because he's a bad player. It's
Firmino would have to be in if we get fuck all targets. That's
no,
He's
a 9 that comes deep and stuff, though, isn't he?
And you're going to tell me Firmino up top or Havertz up top?
No, Broja is coming out of it. Broja is already put on the training ground and stuff.
No, but like,
I just don't really consider Firmino a 9.
No, he's not really.
Yeah, I want a goal scorer.
Yeah, I just want. I need a
I
guy.
want Monica Bellucci.
Okay.
Originally I thought we already had a Firmino in this football club, but after watching him for almost 4 years, now I know he has like identity crisis on the football pitch. So no, we don't have him.
Speaking of identity crisis, how old are you, Sage?
I'm 22.
Our team doesn't suit a like false 9, like not with the wingers and the number 10 we have.
Right.
Like it does not.
I actually think we're gonna play faster. I would think we're gonna play like front three the way Liverpool plays, fast without drifting forward. I think it's gonna be a fast forward like Vlahovic with 2 wingers, fast wingers.
Oh no! When you say like Liverpool, though, what do you mean? Like
what
in terms of
like the fast turning on the wingers. If what's his name? If center forward can hold the ball, he will not hold it for long. He will quick switch to the wings. Yeah,
you're talking more about like a tactics point of view. I'm talking from like a personal point of view. I don't want a false 9. We've seen what that looks like.
Yeah. That's not what I'm saying. No.
Yeah, we don't have the wingers. Like this isn't Liverpool. Like we're not doing a Liverpool because Liverpool had goal scoring wingers. We don't have goal scoring.
We have goal number 9.
Yeah, we have wingers that want to provide.
How fucking long have we been saying we need a fucking number 9 for an all?
I need a striker. I need someone like Diego Costa, Didier Drogba, those guys, Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank, striker, those guys.
Yes, Hasselbank was the man.
No, none of this. Oh yeah, he can play there. No, his sole target is just be up front, be a goal scorer. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I don't care if he can. I don't care if he can drop into the midfield and all that extra shit. Score goals.
I'm not saying drop in midfield. I'm saying like to connect with the ball like Tony does.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying like
people. We go wrap up.
I just want somebody that can score goals, man. I don't care about all that extra.
Also, especially if we're going to be playing with Nkunku or Felix if he comes back or whoever as a 10, there's less of a need for the striker to drop deep or to like pick the ball up.
The best player that's the best striker right now in the market is Harry Kane, but it's too much money. I don't think it's.
I don't think it's the money. It's just they want.
I don't think it's the money. They want
that bolded peak.
Well, no, it's kind of the money, but it's because they won't sell. So they'll
Harry Kane would be perfect for Chelsea and all.
It'll be perfect for any team.
Guys, I do have to wrap up because I told Kaz I'd be on Never a Foul. We're rating him though, so nobody go anywhere. We're going straight on.
Not true whatsoever.
Live
this
with Matisse.
Is not true.
So yeah, you guys got the link up you've been waiting for. So big up everybody.
I promise you, it's not true.
We'll be back tomorrow.
It is.
And yeah, up the show.